Hi, Ms. Iinuma.
Hi.
Wanted to thank you for letting us come into your classroom and watch you work with your students with an Amplify lesson. And I just wanted to go through a few questions and also give you time to let us know anything you wanted to share with us about the lesson or what you do with the classroom afterwards. So the first thing I want to ask is just pretty much for you, the instruction piece itself, the lesson. Um, can you just let us know what you thought worked, like maybe the positives and any negatives if there were?
I think the positives of using the Amplify slides that they provide through the program is really good because it's user friendly. And what was great about the lesson was that the students seemed to be engaged. I got a lot of participation from both online and in the classroom. So I always call that a win. And some negatives to, not really negative, but just something to note is that the lesson is typically longer than what they have estimated.
Thank you. And understandable, right? And when you're working with two different uh, classes, basically,
Things longer with hybrid.
you have your home class and then you also have the students in your class. Good. Okay, so moving to the next one, you had check for understanding, a couple of different things going on that you can share with us. One was just, you were able to kind of get around the room and check on students. And then the other was a hashtag share and hashtag discuss. Maybe you can kind of walk us through that.
The hashtag shared and hashtag discuss is actually an activity that's provided through Amplify. So it's a great activity to use. And the students first, like they just post their general ideas and with the hashtag share in order to answer the prompt. And then after multiple students share out, then they can hashtag discuss and respond to other students' original posts. This is great for me because I get a chance to walk around the classroom and interact with the students and just check in and really prompt the students in the classroom at least to post online. And while I'm doing this, I have a chat manager in my classroom who is managing the chat to answer any questions when I'm away from my desk or to let me know if there's something that I need to address immediately and go back to my desk real quick.
Oh, good. Okay. And is that working well with the students, giving them that responsibility? Do you find that they're, for the most part, being, being
Yes.
good at what they do?
Yes, I think like students are really like proud of their jobs and I think it also builds that sense of community with the classroom because if let's say for some reason like the chat manager person is on a bathroom break, there's other students who will like be helpful and take over. So they're really good about helping each other in the chat box because they can see that I'm away from my desk because I leave my camera on so they can see an empty chair.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, so for the most part, they're really good. And if there's someone who's like spamming the chat, there's a good student who will send a friendly reminder like, "Hey, focus." So they're really good about that.
Um, okay, so the third question leads us into assessment, and I was hoping you can walk us through. I know it's a writing piece at the end, and again, everyone's not able to see the entire lesson, what happens afterwards, and what it looks like as assessment. So maybe you can share that with us.
So the writing assessment was just it's further checking for understanding. So earlier when we were doing the hashtag shared and hashtag discuss, it's the same prompt about what they need to focus on in their writing, and they're able to see other students' responses to generate more ideas to support them with their writing. And I attach the writing assignment to my Google Classroom so that I have a physical hard copy for each individual student to really just monitor and have it saved because the lesson that was presented was on Nearpod and that doesn't save like individual responses. Um, it'll have like the writing, but it's a lot harder with the iPads. So I just let them use the worksheet through Jamboard because it's just more user friendly for the
Oh,
iPads.
they're using Jamboard to do that. Excellent. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's one, and kind of now that you mentioned it, I was thinking the Nearpod itself. That's all inclusive within this lesson you're doing.
Yes, so I take the whole Amplify Google Slides and I just upload it to Nearpod, and then I just add in when they ask or like they prompt with the pair sharing times, I just change that into a collaborative board for the whole class to respond to.
Nice. Okay, excellent, excellent. Um, so I guess the last piece is I want to make sure that if you want to add anything or mention something during the lesson, again, what you do before, after, whatever you'd like to talk about, this is definitely a good time. We can do that so teachers can get an idea of what you're thinking.
Well, so I've been using the Google Slides provided by Amplify from like last year when we did distance learning, and then again this year. And I found that students need like more visual and more support in learning the new science words and just understanding those definitions. So I have added in like supplementals videos from BrainPop. I think it's a good resource. It has like videos that kind of introduce these new science vocabulary words, and they have a bunch of lessons that align with Amplify. And then they also have like quizzes on there of the video, and they have coding for the kids to practice for them to show their learning. So they can do like a meme writing activity, or they can like code a story to show what they learned or show what they know about the topic. So
And
that's like another
that-
assessment instead of rating.
Very nice. And they have Brain Pop now on the dashboard. So right there for teachers that are listening. I know we may have a couple teachers that are watching this that may ask, do you use breakout rooms or have you? Do you use them in this setting or do you use them in different settings? How do you find that working?
I use them in a variety of settings, but breakout rooms are really good for group collaboration. So when they have those pair share prompts in Amplify, that would be a good time to pull students into breakout rooms. And if you want them, or if you want to see like actual like material, like have students write things down, they can have Jamboards that they like discuss or share their discussions on in the breakout rooms, so that you have like saved evidence of what they talked about, and it holds them accountable to stay on topic as well, because you're going room from room from room, so you're not seeing them all at once.
Very cool. A lot of good information. And those of you that are watching, if you haven't used Jamboard, you definitely should check it out through Google. You can go on your Google Drive and find it there. But again, thank you, Kiera Iinuma. She's over at Handy Elementary with Erica Crone there as a principal. Great group of teachers over there, and can't thank you enough. So thank you, Kiera.
So thank you.